All right, legends. How is everybody doing today? Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. Let's talk about some levels, some setups, some possible scenario. Are we going to start pushing to the upside right now? Let's analyze the situation all together. First of all, as always, I am going to go through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community. 𝗬cie, I can see you already here. Thank you very much for joining the live stream. Let's go here and say hello to Prince of Berlin. Andy, my G, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Andy, bro, please talk about BNB. I'm stuck in a long at 620. Okay, we can take a look at BNB. Somebody on the stream yesterday talked about Solana. I've got Solana here ready as well. Just a nice clean chart, no levels. We can chart Solana in today's live stream and look at the possible scenarios. I'm going to continue through the comment section. Then we're going to go through Bitcoin. Most importantly, of course, Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency, the one that leads the market without a doubt. We're going to go through Bitcoin, of course, as always at the beginning of the stream. Just a quick hello to my beautiful community that have joined the stream. Harriet, how are you doing? Cryptic Sniper, show some support and smash the like button. Thank you very much, guys. You guys are also awesome. Yeah, make sure to destroy that like button for the algorithm. Good day, legends. Cosmo, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Crypto Big Brains, Kenny, Godzilla, hello from Brazil, Chill Vibes, Swat B, hello guys. BTC app point of control, hope it will not reject. We're going to talk about what we mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Legends, come on. This was the move. This was the level 2 test beneath $68,900. And look for that possible recovery to get back to the highs of yesterday. This was the scenario that we mentioned on the live stream. Let's put a little bit of background music here just for this, okay? But basically, this was kind of the scenario. We're going to go through a little bit of my opinion here. No doubt that we could be facing a little bit of resistance. Someone is saying in the comment section that we are hitting the point of control of this range of yesterday. So it looks like that we could be facing a little bit of resistance. However, we managed to get above point of control. It's going to be looking pretty good for the price to get continuation to the upside. So no doubt that previous day point of control is going to, it's basically reacting right there. We got the high volume node right over here from this consolidation of yesterday. We get above that level. It's going to be looking pretty good for the price to actually continue to the upside. No doubt this could be resistance. If we start rolling down from this point, we're going to have to consider several scenarios, okay? I'm going to explain with a little bit of Elliott Wave theory, a little bit with volume, a little bit with CVD divergence, I'm going to try and explain it here for anybody that is new as well and doesn't know about this. Okay, I'm going to try and go into detail, just like yesterday's live stream. I did get into this short position very nicely, purely based on what I explained yesterday with Elliott Wave theory. And the next step here was, I did go long, says Aditya. I know you did. Aditya's an absolute legend. He's putting all his soul and power and everything into trading. And I know you did long from here, without a doubt. He's the student that is surpassing the master. That is for sure. He's an absolute legend. So this was kind of the scenario. Sweep up those lows, right? And I did say on yesterday's live stream, okay, I'm in a short position. I didn't catch the lows. I got into a very, very small position here because I mentioned also this yesterday as well. I know that we're gonna sweep the lows while I am sleeping. I was sleeping here, and it's a low. It's a kind of a hedge against the short, and it's I'm very well recognizing that we could push up. It would be a small loss. It would also be a small win, but I'm gonna explain anybody that did not catch the lows here, right? It was based off a swing failure pattern from this low, guys. It just touched the level to perfection. We slightly went below this pivot right over here, which was a higher low from Monday, and it was the move that we wanted to see. This is pumped over $1,000 already from that level that was mentioned on yesterday's live stream. Tap that level, reclaim it. We off to the races, right? So far, we are at the $69,700 range. This is a point where I'm looking at the price to consolidate. Also, because it is the point of control, I would be expecting a pullback from this range. I know it's very much possible, but overall, I would be expecting the price to move to higher levels to claim yesterday's highs. And this is the zone that I would be interested. You know the deal. In the ranges, I short and long. I'm in a short, I'm in a late long position after this swing failure pattern, just recognizing it's low leverage, low capital. Okay, it's lower capital than this short because I entered late. If you enter late a position, the best thing that you can do is just watch it leave without you or get in with a lower sized position. So if I usually risk, say, 2% of my entire trading capital on a position, and I'm going to enter late, I will enter with 0.5%, right? Just recognizing that my stop loss is quite far away and the take profit is, it's at 1.5 to 1 risk to reward. So it's kind of not worth it that much. So I will deleverage the position if I do enter late. Just in case I am wrong, well, luckily I've entered with a smaller position, right? But this was also mentioned. I said, I know that I'm going to miss this long position if we claim that low and see a sign of strength, see a swing failure pattern. I will be sleeping, and I don't want to put limit orders. Main reason why I don't want to put limit orders, because maybe I could have woken up and the price would be trading down here. And then if you put a limit order here, you're just going to maybe get stopped out or liquidated if you're using too much of high leverage, right? So I'd rather miss the position than actually put limit orders and wake up with a stop loss or a liquidation, right? So not really a limit order fan, right? Let's just put a limit order, go to sleep and see what happens tomorrow, right? Let's see what happens. Not really a fan of doing that. So let's just go through the scenarios here on Bitcoin. Make sure to pay full attention. I know if you did pay full attention on yesterday's live stream, you are in a long position if you were awake from this level, understanding the waves, the momentum, and how we could be claiming yesterday's highs. This is going to be my target zone. Now, your question might be, okay, what happens after we claim this high? Will we see bullish continuation, or will we see a big rejection from that point, right? And the price might roll down from here, and we ain't going to come up there, okay? But overall, this is the zone that I'm interested in. Depending on what kind of price action and what kind of volume we are going to have while we hit this high is going to give us the decision of price action continuing to the upside or getting a rejection from this point and coming back down. So the overall gaming plan for me here is if we do go up there and we see poor price action, and what I want to make you understand about poor price action is you get up there and you start dancing around with no volume at all. Something similar to what happened here when we got above this high. This ain't a powerful breakout. Once we get above a resistance high, I want to see the price going. I want to see the price action punching through that level with intention, with good intention. Not start dancing around at that level, having the bullish momentum getting exhausted, because that is telling me one thing, that the price action is just losing steam to go to higher levels. So if we do hit that zone, say in between today and tomorrow, this could actually be a little bit boring during today, might correct, might come back up, and will be several hours maybe to go all the way up there. The main reason why I believe, based on the analysis, that we could reject from this point is from yesterday. We mentioned this scenario, and I did mention very, very clearly when we were trading at the $69,700 range yesterday on the live stream that these lows have high probability in getting taken. Okay, we're going to take those lows with high probability. This is why I entered the short, and most of my take profits are already taken at this low, but I did take another few $100 from that short position that I entered at this point. Really, really nicely on Bybit, banking $1,000. Now I'm looking for the different trading setups. It's these zones is where we have great opportunities, guys. These are great opportunities. I know volatility is low and it looks boring. People like volatility, but volatility is dangerous if you're not in the right side of the market, right? So these ranges are really, really good. By the way, guys, Bybit for me is the #1 crypto trading platform. You do have the best deal down below exclusively for you with the link in the description. If you cannot trade on Bybit, I would suggest 𝗬cie or Bluffing. They are no KYC platforms, just with an email and a password. You signing up and you have the greatest deals only with the link down below. Continuing with this scenario, waiting for the sweep of the lows, and here I would be bullish. Okay, so it's level to level trading inside of the area, because I get a lot of comments saying you're only bearish or you're bullish, now you're bearish. It's like, yeah, we are bullish and bearish in the ranges. We're looking for trades. We're looking to make money inside of these ranges. Will Bitcoin go to all-time high next week? Maybe yes. I don't know. I know that we need to break certain levels, and depending on how we react at those levels, I will either go long or either go short. So this is why the next trading level for me, okay, personally, is this level over here. Depending on how we move up, all right, if it's going to be extremely powerful to the upside, for me, it makes more sense that we could be moving up here in a corrective structure, right? I think it could be more corrective in the next coming hours than actually very, very powerful. I could be wrong about this. We could just start moving up very, very aggressively to the upside. If we break through this high with massive amount of volume, very, very powerful, and we get very, very choppy corrective move here, there's no doubt that I would see continuation to the upside. Okay, depending on the power of this move, level to take into consideration of this range is taking a look at the session volume profile from, or basically this fixed range of that we had here. We do have a naked point of control there, okay? So we want to take that level into consideration. It's going to be a little bit difficult, no doubt, because it could be a rejection point. We're going to take a look at the fib levels as well at that level, at that point, okay? We're just going to mark this as a naked point of control right there. We've got the highest volume node from Tuesday, and it's a strong level. When I do pull Fibonacci from the highs to the lows, let's see what Fibonacci retracements we do have. You know, we got this 61865, slightly below the naked point of control. It's going to be interesting how the price does react at that level. This would be a zone that I would be wanting to see this kind of price action. No matter how we get up there, I don't care. Once we get to that level is where we need to pay attention on what kind of price action is developing there. And also, I would consider the CVD, okay? CVD, see if we're going to form bearish CVD divergence. If we do start seeing the price action climbing up to those levels, and we see CVD just going through the roof here, creating very, very strong higher highs, okay? Higher highs right there on the CVD from this point, right? Or even from this point area right there, from basically these highs. We're still very far away, but this could change, right? CVD can move very, very fast. If we're starting to see higher highs on the CVD, as we're claiming this pivot high from yesterday, that is going to give us advantage on looking for a possible short. It will be a zone to remain patient, no doubt. I will be happy to maintain the long position if we just blast through the level. If we blast through the level, no doubt we could be looking for long positions at this zone as well. But I would be happy to maintain that long position, especially, okay, either if you longed here or you're longed here, right? Stop loss is at the low. It's invalidation. That's it. It doesn't matter. But if this long does play out and we start getting some punchy price action to the upside, you're already making a 3-4 to 1, right? Risk to reward. It is worth having that long, especially depending on what happens here. You got that naked point of control. You got the 618 Fibonacci. You got the possibility of, you know, a kind of an ABC right there, sweeping up the highs of yesterday. If this is a zone that I would be looking for local double tops. If the price starts going sideways for 1-2 hours, it's a zone that I'm willing to short, okay? Just like yesterday, we mentioned this level right over here with some Picasso drawing that I made here on yesterday's live stream. It's a high confluence zone. It's a possibility of the end of a fifth wave, and we could be looking for a recovery. That $69,000 level was a level to long if you sweep the lows and get acceptance back above it. This is exactly, if I put this drawing on the chart right now, we're exactly at this point right now. So we could get a rejection and we could form a higher low. But the price action swept the lows from Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, this higher low right there. We got acceptance back above it and we formed a higher low. We got acceptance back above it. This is exactly what happened. We came down to that pivot low and we got acceptance and we continued to the upside. So same scenario here, same trading plan, but for a short position. And we're going to talk about what happens if the price starts rolling down from here. We're going to talk about some levels, some trading plans and levels right now, of course, right? We need to have several plans. When we were trading yesterday inside of the zone, I had two plans. Here, either a short or a long, depending on the price action. And here, here I was looking more for a long. That's it. I was not looking for a short on this move. What happened? We got to that level. It was exhausting. We had bearish CVD divergence, jumped into a short. Here, we moved down. We swept those lows. We got acceptance back above. You're looking for a long. That is it. So the zone that we're looking for a plan right now is this high over here. What is going to happen here? I recognize that we can break through, come back here to those highs from Tuesday at $72,000, or we can get choppiness. We get choppiness. I'm looking for shorts based on an ABC move here to the upside. And then I'm looking for a roll down to reclaim these lows again in a much larger corrective structure. The main reason we can form a large corrective structure here is because of the timing. Because of the timing. What timing? What are you talking about? What timing are you talking about? Price just moves up and down. Well, it moves in waves. It moves in waves and timing. So when I do analyze the impulsive move that we've had from the 1st of May right over here and this corrective structure, I can already see that we've formed 5 waves to the upside here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And we move in 5 impulsive moves to the upside or to the downside. So when I do see this as the end of a 4th wave, I know it can happen. Why? Because we've hit the minimum requirement of the retracement, which is the 236. That's been hit for a 4th wave. And also the timing has hit the minimum requirement from the 2nd wave. When we get Fibonacci time and we analyze the timing of the corrective move here from the wave 2 to the low, and we get that Fibonacci time from the wave 3 high to the possible end of wave 4, we've already crossed the 382, which is a minimum requirement for a pullback. Ideally, a 4th wave takes a little bit the same or even a little bit longer than the 1st wave. And this is this blue vertical line right there. If you cross this level, that means it's a 1-to-1 of the corrective structure. It's a 1-to-1. It's the same timing. And ideally, you want to see 4th waves taking a little bit longer than the 2nd wave. Ideally, it is most common. There's when you take a look at probabilities, it is more probable than a 4th wave is longer than a 2nd wave. So that probability, you apply it on the chart. Now, when we do, if we were to, the main reason why I think that we could come up, get above $70,700, which is yesterday's highs, and come back down, is because of the timing. If we come back up here, I realize that we could form a much larger ABC. And this would be your epic swing long position to absolutely smash the 3rd wave high at $72,000. That would be an epic entry, and you could get several $1,000s of a move to the upside. So overall, the trend is bullish, and I would be expecting higher levels. I'm just concerned that this corrective structure can take a little bit more time. Why? Because of this, because of the 2nd wave here. This is too shallow in timing. It has hit the minimum requirements, meaning that I understand that, yeah, we could come back up above $72,000 by tonight. It is. I know it's possible, but this is why we have trading plans. This is why we manage our risk very, very well. This is why we need to see how the price develops above the highs over here. Once the price gets above this range, and if the price gets exhausted, guys, this is going to be game on. This is going to tell me that this is an epic short position. And where I would be targeting, I would be targeting well below these lows. Well below these lows. And I can manage my risk very, very well. And you may ask, but when would you short? Should I just put a limit order? We need to see the exhaustion at that point. This is the point where I would be looking for that 1 3-minute time frame, forming that sideways momentum, testing the highs and getting rejection, testing the highs and getting rejection, trying to get above $71,000 and not managing to break above it. That is the moment that I'm thinking this is getting exhausted. The price cannot push to higher levels, and I am going to look for the price to come back down and claim those lows beneath $69,000. So that is a trading plan that we do have right over here. I hopefully explained very well in detail, and this is not a zone to put a limit order. Price can absolutely smash through. Maybe this was the ABC. Maybe this was the 4th wave. I look at probabilities. I do not want to be right or wrong. I just want to realize here where I do have higher probabilities and how I can get into a trading setup, okay, with extremely good risk management. Okay, so hopefully that was a little brief explanation here on the Bitcoin analysis here on what I do see as a trading plan. Hey, if we do blast through here and start claiming the highs of Tuesday at $72,000, well, that's going to be something interesting. You know, what would I be looking at if we were to get all the way up there? It's going to be very interesting. It can either be an explosive move and just go to all-time highs, or it could create a failed auction in a basically a failed fifth wave, right? So no doubt that those highs from Tuesday at $72,000 is a key level. It is a key level. The price could explode out from that point on a fifth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it could basically create a failed auction. You swing failure pattern from this high. This is going to be very close from this high, right? But we've seen it before. We've seen highs not being hit, right? For example, here, and get a major pullback. So it doesn't mean that if we claim this high, we're going to claim this one. We'll be very close. It's only about $1,000 away. Not even that. It's only about just under $1,000 from hitting the all-time high. But it could reject. I would consider the possibility of a swing failure pattern. I would just be very, very defensive, guys. Once price gets punchy and starts breaking major resistance points, such as Tuesday highs or the highs here from the 8th of April, we want to be very defensive. It's going to be a very, very complex short position, no doubt. And you're going to have to manage risk very, very well. You're going to have to mark that levels, have extremely good risk management, but no doubt you could create those double tops. You could get the pullback. We love double tops and double bottoms. They happen all the time and they give you great opportunities managing risk very, very well. Just hit the high, stop loss beneath the low, bang, you get a major, major pump. No doubt that you could get a big rejection from SFP in Tuesday's highs or the highs here from the 8th of April, which is sitting at $72,800. I would really, really be patient. This is like for sniper shorters, right? This is for sniper traders, right? Either for a short or a long. It's for sniper traders because no doubt that you could see a wick above that level. Say that price gets punchy and we don't do this, and price just gets very, very bullish. If you are attempting a short here, it needs to be while you're rejecting and just accept a small loss. And if this does give you a 2-to-1 risk to reward, you get a big major pullback after claiming those highs. Be happy, be defensive. Don't have crazy stop losses here and don't add to your position because this could just get a failed breakout on the first attempt and then absolutely rock it. We need to remember that we are in very, very aggressive bull market territory, and it is an acceptable short scalp, but I would be very, very cautious. You know what would be better? What would be better? Would be looking for the support levels. If you were to break through here very solidly above this zone that I mentioned, if you do get above that naked point of control and you do start hitting these highs, you might slightly form an SFP right there, but I would be more interested in getting into a long position on the pullback here. Okay, if you break through solidly the naked point of control, this will look very, very impulsively. If you do break through with high volume, I would not be interested in the short right there. If you break through very, very aggressively with high volume, I would be looking to say, okay, this does look very, very good. And I would be looking for the either the naked point of control. We're just going to have to see how the price action develops there, guys. It's very, very hard right now without seeing the price action, what could happen. But no doubt if you do get back inside of this zone very, very strongly, right, without forming that choppy action that I mentioned, if you start doing this is going to be bearish. But if you do this, then I would be saying, guys, this looks epic. You know, I would be looking for that value area low, point of control of the range to actually maintain as support. And if you do get that very, 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 very squeezed choppy action here, I would consider a long position to come back to the highs. It really is depend on the price action above yesterday's highs at 70,700. Let's go through the comment section. There's several of upside possibilities here. I want to talk about the lows as well, but I'm going really in detail here just on Bitcoin, and I'm not paying attention to the comment section, but I think it's extremely important. A lot of people are here just for Bitcoin technical analysis. I know that most of you are here just for Bitcoin technical analysis. I want to just go through the possibilities of breaking down, right? Just what happens if, which I don't believe is going to be the case. I think we're going to test yesterday's highs. But what if we do break down? What if we do break down? What are the levels that I'm looking as support? Well, no doubt in my mind, there is the easy scenario. The easy scenario is you break down from today's lows, early this morning lows, I would not be interested at this zone. I would be interested in reclaiming the lows, or reclaim of those lows would be a sign of strength, and I would be happy to get into a late long position once I see the bears getting exhausted and the bulls kicking in again. A reclaim from this morning's lows or yesterday's lows, right? At 68,900, a reclaim of that would be bullish, and there will be time to jump into a long. As long as we're beneath that level, this could get very aggressive. We could get an aggressive move down, and the level that I'm looking here at support is the point of control of the range of March and April, right? It's a pretty obvious level, which we either front run it or we break it. I was discussing this because I think it's such an obvious level that a lot of people are expecting that level to be hit or broken, to be hit and to maintain as support, that you're either not going to hit it and front run it, or if you come back down to that level, it could break it, right? It's just such a classic level that everybody's paying attention to, which is $67,000. There has been that proven level of resistance because it's the point of control of March and April. It's either front running it or it's breaking it down. I don't see the price dancing around at this zone and giving us that opportunity. Of course, if it does, then I would say, guys, this is, very strong support. This is probably going to bounce, but we need to get to that point. We need to hit that level, and then we'll analyze the situation once we get there. Of course, if you're not on YouTube, if you're not on the Legends trading community where I update, consistently, the different levels and possibilities inside of the zone, make sure to join. You do have the link down below if because maybe on YouTube it's already happened, right? So you have the link down below for the Legends trading community. Me and 𝗕𝗏𝘆, the other coach, are posting every single day, okay, in the Legends trading community. What else? I'm going to go through the comment section. I think it's about time. I would remain patient. If we do break down from today's lows, I would remain patient. I don't mind getting into the long late once we reclaim certain levels, because we could get an aggressive drop here, right? When the price moves fast up, you can move as fast to the downside. So it would be a little bit of a danger zone here, a no trade zone for me. If you want to try and catch the low on that long, be my guest, but I'm not going to be the one. Let's go. 118 likes. Let's go, Legends. Smash it up right away. Smash up the like button. Let's see if we can get to 300 likes at least. Come on, guys. You lazy boogers. Let's go. Singularity, super chat. Let's go through the super chat here from Singularity X right away. Please take a look at 𝗬cie. Weak. It does look like that 𝗬cie is weak. 𝗬cie is one of those projects, crypto projects that lags behind. It does lag behind. It is very weak. We did mention this before we had the breakout, the solid breakout that was expected to be in December, and we failed miserably. And I did say to the community, hey, remain patient. This is going to break out at some point. This is just getting that choppy pullback. It's just lagging behind many other ones that popped in December, right? You had major altcoins in December absolutely popping. And I said, don't worry, this is going to pop. It's just lagging behind. And it did pop, of course, back in February. So does it look weak? It does a little bit. It does look like this breakout from this small little symmetrical triangle hasn't had very much volume and power. And I'm going to say that worst case scenario here for 𝗬cie would be coming down to hit the lows here from the 14th of April. This would be the kind of interest zone for me on 𝗬cie. Okay, this would be like the ultimate greatest zone. Sweep up the lows once more, and this is like a stop loss hunt, liquidity grab, right? And then you're off to the races and sweep up all of the lower highs. It's a classic move. I would set the alerts. Could these lows be claimed? Possibly not on 𝗬cie, Singularity X. Possibly not, but it's definitely a trading plan. Hit that liquidity zone, demand zone, sweep up, and you're off to the races. And you're either SFP from the lows here on the 14th of April or from the lows here from January. So we got the 2 cent level or the 1.8 cent level. That would be like the ultimate buying zone here for 𝗬cie if you want to catch that big major rally, big percentage move up to start claiming the lower highs, all right, from the last few weeks, which is sitting at 2.6 cents and 2.8 cents. It's just classic move, guys. Would set some alerts at this zone just in case. just in case. It does look a little bit weak here on this breakout. There's low liquidity on most of the exchanges on 𝗬liche. Really not much going on. But overall, it still can maintain our support here. If you want to speculate on this, I would just have a, there's several ways in trading this. I'm in swing long positions with low leverage, with a 2x leverage that I'm willing to add, right? Small positions that I'm willing to add here, maybe in the next coming weeks if we were to get a drop, because I'm ready for that. Depending if you're looking for a swing long and you're happy to add 1%, 2% of your trading capital on some certain altcoins with very low leverage, just very much aware of that scenario, just aware of this scenario happening. Or if you're looking for a day trade, look, we have broken out here from this lower high resistance. We are trying to maintain the highs here from the last few days as support, as you can see. Choppy, it looks a little bit weak, but you do have a chance in actually claiming these highs in the next coming days. So take it with a pinch of salt. It's you can have a very good, you can have a good trading plan here and just accept that if you do come down to the lows, you just get stopped out and you're looking for a 2.5 risk to reward to claim those highs in the next coming days. It's very, very choppy, very boring. This might take several days, if not weeks. It might just be choppy here for several days at this range. It's a very, very boring cryptocurrency. But when it goes, right? When it does get the steam and the power, it goes. I was talking about this rally to happen in December. It happened 2 months later, right? It happened 2 months later. We were very much aware of, hey, this might take a little bit of time. So same scenario here. Same scenario here. So take it with a grain of salt, right? If you want to long here, just realize that you could get that sweep of the lows. And I would rather put the alerts right there and then sweep the lows. And that is your moment that you can get into really epic, nice long position for the next coming days, coming weeks, right? This is the 4-hourly chart. So let's go. Continue here with the super chat from Singularity X. Also, can you take a look at 𝗖, possible long scenario on 𝗖 cryptocurrency? Let's go right away with 𝗖. Altcoin in demand here with the super chatos, hermanos. Let's go. Is vet dead? We have here from ALBZ. VeChain. I think VeChain is not dead. It's far away from being dead, I think. Possible long scenario on 𝗖. 𝗖 did have an insane runner here in December, January, February. Very explosive, going from the 10-cent level in November all the way up to over $1. So it did over a 10x in a matter of 3 months. No doubt, very, very strong pullback here. Starting to go sideways. Very, very complex. Very, very complex chart right now. Very volatile. Lots of wicks down and up. We want to stay cautious with these ones for sure. Possible long setup here on 𝗖. It's going to be interesting. Going to be very, very interesting to analyze. Let's go to the higher time frame daily chart. Yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting here. I do like this high. Over here. We could be forming an Adam and Eve double bottom. We could be forming that Adam and Eve double bottom here on 𝗖. We have this low over here. Ideal scenario would be coming down SFPing from that low, and this would still be an Adam and Eve double bottom, right? It would be the ideal scenario. 2 scenarios here just to keep it simple. Right now, because right now we are in the middle of the lows and the highs of this range. It is really, really a little bit of a gamble if you want to predict if we are going to continue to the upside. If you ask me here on 𝗖, it looks like we're going to have higher probability in coming up to the highs. But it's just, we're in the middle of the range. So what is the ideal zone here? The ideal setup is sweeping up those lows here from April, which is sitting at the 43-cent level. So 43-cent level, this could still be on the formation of that Adam and Eve double bottom, and it's going to take a few more weeks to actually recover. So the best ideal long position here, or buying, say on spot or trading it, is sweeping up those lows right over here. You sweep up those lows and you get acceptance back above. That is the moment that you're looking for the long trade, and you're looking for these highs as your take profit one. If you do manage to break through of this level in the next coming weeks, then no doubt it's going to be looking very, very good for more upside momentum. The best long trade scenario right now is sweeping up the lows once again. If, say, does manage to close a daily candle above this neckline resistance level, we are looking for long continuation, stop loss beneath the neckline, okay? Entry trigger at this point, and looking for a much larger move to the upside based on the double bottom projected target, which is the width of the range, and you would be looking for the momentum to continue if you successfully break above that level. Okay, so you'll be looking for something like this as a stop loss. You need that daily candle close. You need some really good power on that breakout, and I would be looking for this kind of setup, looking for that projected move, stop loss beneath the neckline, give or take a bit of room, and you're looking for that projected move. If you do manage to break above that 68-cent level, which is the neckline, with some pretty nice momentum and a good daily candle close. So long right there, sweeping the lows. And if you successfully break out from this point, no doubt that you would be looking for longs for that continuation. But you need that solid breakout, because this could end up in a failed breakout as well. Okay, you need that daily candle close above this level. Let's go right away. Continue through the comment section. Why not? Avalanche maybe head and shoulder. We got AVAX, possible head and shoulder structure. What's up with Solana? Let's take a look at Solana, because I did promise somebody that was asking on Solana yesterday. And Solana is getting a little bit of a pullback. During the last couple of days. It's looking very interesting on Solana. For me, this is what I do have on the chart on higher time frames, guys. And do you know what this means? It means that I'm possibly looking for a corrective structure here on Solana. And Solana has been just very, very explosive. The question is here, are we this B wave? A B wave can be extremely complex. It can form a lower high. It can get above the fifth wave in a flat structure. If we get above Solana, if Solana gets above the highs here created in March, I am looking for a double top. I'm looking for a double top, because it does not make sense for the price to just rocket from this point with a much larger corrective move. That is what I do see here on Solana. Let's go more internally of what's happening here. Just to keep it simple, if Solana does lose, I mean, and this is actually pretty strong support, no doubt. You got the value area low from March and April, okay? And this is where the stuff. Look how this value area low has been so important for Solana at the $170. Look how it's been so important, where the price just tried to hold as support, and it got this epic candlestick on the 12th of April. Big corrective move on that point. This is the back, okay, of this daily candle with the value area low that has been a proven level of support here in March and April. This is where the price is sitting at the moment. Look how it struggled to get above that level. This is support, and no doubt we can bounce from here. If we close a daily candle well beneath, okay, the value area low, getting back beneath here, this level, this is going to be bearish. I would be looking for continuation to the downside on Solana. This will not be looking good. You're leaving the zone of March and April. And yeah, I'm sorry to say, I know there's probably a lot of people going to be bullish, but if we do start closing a daily candle well beneath the lows here, this ain't gonna be looking too great. We're back beneath the low of the range here between March and April, and I would be expecting the continuation to the downside. Yeah, it's just for me, it's pretty obvious. That's a key point right there. The $170, you do not want to close a daily candlestick beneath this value area low and beneath these daily candles right there. So daily levels, we kind of slightly tapped that daily level and got a massive bounce. Okay, so it is support. Look at that daily level right there. Very, very nice daily level on Solana that has been getting some pretty nice support today, right, on this drop. Daily level, that is from the 19th and the 20th of this month, in confluence with the value area low of this trading zone. So when we zoom in on lower time frames, yeah, no doubt that this is epic support. I would consider on lower time frames. Let's zoom in on the lower time frames. Big move down. Wow, what a wick down. Bitcoin's not getting that much of volatility. We've got a big move down here on Solana, hitting the daily level, getting a perfect bounce of that daily level. Very difficult long position, no doubt. Very difficult long position. We're going to start seeing some resistance here from these lows on Solana. It could be we could form a V-shaped recovery. This still looks very corrective, no doubt. This does look impulsive. This does look corrective right over here. So this could recover. It can recover. If we get back above, if we do get back above this level at $175, it's going to be looking bullish. This for me would be an ABC corrective move, no longer being impulsive. If we do start getting price action above the $175, closing 30-minute, one hourly candlesticks above this level, this is going to form a higher low. It's likely going to form a higher low, and you're going to be off to the races again to claim those highs. Okay, getting acceptance on Solana above $175. And what do I mean by acceptance? Is get a few hourly candles above that level. Get a few 30-minute candles above that level. That is going to be bullish. The retracement has extremely high probability in forming a higher low right there and having continuation to the upside. Because this no longer will be impulsive. You will see this as a corrective structure. You're reclaiming levels of resistance to flip it as support, and you're just looking for the bullish continuation. That would be a sign of strength. That is when you can start being quite bullish. If you haven't longed here, the daily level, right? This was a very, very complex long position, but you just tapped that daily level, got slightly beneath it, and got an epic bounce here the last hour. I mean, if you're an altcoin trader, you need to be focused on altcoins. You know, I'm mainly focused on Bitcoin. This is why 90% of my trades are based on Bitcoin, unless I'm really trying to focus on altcoin analysis, as you already know. I got in 𝗖 in December. What a legend. What an absolute legend. If you bought 𝗖 in December, you are in massive profits, no doubt. BTC please, says Fred. Fred, I did do a really good explanation of Bitcoin at the beginning of the live stream. The first 20 minutes of the live stream is purely based on Bitcoin analysis. I explain what are the major levels. Okay, so I've really focused 20 minutes of the first 20 minutes of the live stream to go in detail what I am looking at here on Bitcoin, just like we did on yesterday's live stream. We actually mentioned a long position at the $69,000 range. Claim those lows, look for a long position, all good. I do explain in detail what are the next possible scenarios on Bitcoin. This is the main reason why I got into a short position and why I got into a long position as well, a little bit late today, but nevertheless, in a low leverage, low capital, long position here to see if we can claim the $70,700 highs. Okay, it's all explained at the beginning, first 20 minutes of the stream. Quick reminder, Bybit, #1 trading platform wise. You cannot deny that. Bybit for me is my favorite, but I do know that a lot of people cannot trade on Bybit, which is frustrating. And of course, there are alternatives such as Bluffing or 𝗬𝗫, where you do get that exclusive bonus down below. Only for you guys, exclusive bonus. No KYC, email and password. You start trading in a couple of minutes. So Bitcoin, first 20 minutes of the live stream. Go and check that out. I do go in detail and I don't want to be repetitive here. So we're going to go through some altcoins. I want to go a little bit through some news. Make sure to, Andy, full screen is not visible. What do you mean? Full screen is not visible. Okay, let me go through. How about now? There we go. My bad. My bad. My bad. Yeah, I had some issues here with, there we go. That should do it. My bad, guys. My bad. Let's go right away. Better. Better. Buy winners, sell losers. Is Solana heading to $500 this year? No doubt that Solana is an all-time high coin. It's an all-time high coin. It will reach all-time high. In my opinion, nothing is for sure, of course, but yeah, it has extreme high probability that this is going to hit the all-time high. Just like Ethereum, just like Avalanche, the strong L1 projects are all-time high crypto projects. Then we go down the rabbit hole to mid caps, low caps. A lot of them will not make it. A lot of them will just smash through all-time high, but a lot of them will not make it to their previous all-time high. Yes, I can see the ticker. Random. Okay, absolutely wonderful. No Ethereum ETF today would be great. Money will rotate back into BTC and Solana. Very true, but a lot of the altcoins will take a hit if we suddenly get, no ETF today, which is very likely. I think a lot of people would be expecting a not an ETF approval. We do have so many deadlines in between June, July, August. It's going to get approved inevitably at some point, right? It is going to get approved, guys. And no doubt this will be massive fuel for Ethereum and for many of the altcoins, especially on the Ethereum ecosystem, right? So which is going to be absolutely wonderful. Make sure to drop off your altcoins here. Ethereum is breaking up. Make sure to drop off your altcoins. I'm just going to go through a little bit of news, guys. Do you want me to go through a little bit of data, a little bit of news? What is interesting here? Make sure to drop off some of your altcoins, and we'll choose one of the altcoins to do some analysis and look for some possible setups. Maybe Ethereum. I think maybe you're more interested in Ethereum, as we do have a little bit of this ETF hype. But what is interesting about the altcoin cycles, all right, because altcoins have their own cycle. We are very much in low volatility area right now on altcoins. This is why we are seeing some altcoins pop. 𝗕𝗶𝘴 has its own life, okay? Leave 𝗕𝗶𝘴 alone. 𝗕𝗶𝘴 is just busy at all-time high and trying to break another all-time high every single day. So we're not counting 𝗕𝗶𝘴. 𝗕𝗶𝘴 is another story. We're counting the general altcoins, right? Low volatility index. We can see here how we are extreme low, and we could be seeing the volatility kick in on some altcoins, and this is why we're expecting major altcoins to start popping. We are seeing some altcoins popping, getting a little bit of a retracement right now, but overall it looks very, very good for the next coming weeks. Okay, so what else do we have next here? Something interesting is 8 consecutive days of inflows of the US Bitcoin ETF. We do have large inflows for the last 8 days, much more than what has been mined, which is great. There's more demand than what is being mined, guys. So you get the deal. Extremely bullish mid-long term, despite pullbacks that we could have on Bitcoin. The demand is real and you can see it. And they're actually just a few ETFs such as BlackRock. They are scooping up more Bitcoin than what is being produced every single day. And plus, you have hundreds of thousands of people that are not willing to sell their Bitcoin. I have some Bitcoin in my wallet that have been there in the dust for years. They're in the dust for years. So just imagine how many people are doing that, buying and holding. So yeah, no doubt. What is interesting as well is the amount of Bitcoin that are in exchanges. We've been in a massive downtrend. I haven't got a chart for this right now, but we are in a huge downtrend since the C19 crash in March of 2020 on exchanges. They're getting dried up for over 4 years. What we do have here, BlackRock buys 1,490 Bitcoin, just BlackRock, yesterday, which is well over 3 times what is being mined every single day, which is absolute crazy. It's insanity. We have also Crypto Bill Fit 21 have just passed the House. 278 to 136. So big majority, jigger bullish for crypto. Absolutely insane. You know, everything points out that the bull run, no doubt, is going to continue in the next coming months, despite a little bit of pullbacks and volatility that we could have. Let's take a look at some altcoin. Bonk is rocketing. We have someone here that's saying Bonk is rocketing. I think we should just... There are some many meme coins that are... Bonk is on the move. Bonk is on the move. We did mention a few altcoins on a video just about a week ago. There are some that are kicking off. Okay, one such as Myro. What is Myro doing? Myro is getting a bit of a move. Not insanely, but since the video that was posted, I mean, it's already up since the video update. About 30%. Okay, not too bad, not too shabby. We do have a lot of the altcoins, you know, that were mentioned on that, you know, top 5 meme coins that, you know, that do have a high chance of doing a 5, even a 50x to do very, very well. Myro is doing pretty good. Myro, I think I'm very, very bullish on Myro. Let's please take a look at Shiba Inu analysis 2, says Meme Nexus. Shall we take a look at Shiba? Let's take a look at Shiba right away. Why not? Let's see the projection on Shiba Inu. It does not look bad at all. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good after this big rejection. Once this goes, it goes. Once it goes, it goes. We did see that in February. So we are in an insane corrective structure. We are losing steam here from the bears are losing steam based on you're not forming an aggressive downtrend anymore, right? When you do get a trend line like this, okay, and you get a trend line from lower highs, trend lines are good to realize when you're losing steam. When you start breaking a trend line, you know that the selling pressure is losing steam. So this is actually looking pretty good. This is no doubt a buy zone for me on Shiba Inu, in my opinion. Okay, no doubt, no financial advice. This is a really great zone. Worst case scenario on Shiba Inu. And I know you might think, but why? You know, this might just start rallying. Are we going to claim the low? No doubt claiming the lows here from April would be the deal. That would be the deal here. Come back down, claim the lows, reclaim it. That is bullish. That's the moment that you want to be in. And the best thing that you can do here is set some alerts. Go to the beach. Go and do whatever you go and have a beer with your friends. Do whatever, you know, set the alerts. I set alerts on some altcoins where I'm interested in buying. If the price does leave without me, then it is what it is. But you can, this is no doubt a good DCA zone. We've had an epic corrective move on a lot of the meme coins. Look at Bonk. Look at 𝗕𝗶𝘴. Look at these ones. They are leaving the station. So depending if you want to trade them or you want to buy them, it's already at buying zone. Shiba Inu is at buying zone because you have two scenarios here and they are both bullish, but there's one just slightly bearish for the next coming couple of weeks. You either do this and you do this, or you start moving up here slowly and consistently. So do you want to wait for that low to be hit? What if it's not hit? What if we do not claim those lows from April and we start moving up like 𝗕𝗶𝘴, like Bonk, like some of the meme coins? If for a spot investment perspective, I think we are already good at good DCAing levels, guys. This is great DCAing levels, in my honest opinion. Could we go lower, claim the lows from April? Even better. Even better. You're going to get an absolute steal at those levels. Shiba is one of the strongest meme coins out there that I think it does have a high chance that it's going to reach all-time high. Okay, if you talk about the top 10 meme coins, you know that Shiba Inu is in there. Shiba Inu is in there, Doge is in there, 𝗕𝗶𝘴 is in there, Bonk is in there, Cock Inu is in there. You know, these ones are solid and they're likely going to hit their all-time high in the next 12 to 18 months. So yeah, not much more here to say. It's just a big, large corrective move and it's already at DCA levels. You can buy Shiba Inu, you can trade Shiba Inu on Bybit, also on 𝗬𝟎 and on Bluffing actually. You can trade them right over there. You have the exclusive deals on those exchanges. I prefer Bybit, but I also trade on 𝗬𝟎 and Bluffing. for no KYC, you get an exclusive deal down below. Let's continue. Thoughts on Gala. Gala has been bullish. I did enter a long position on Gala. I did take some profits on Gala. It was one of the crypto coins that was mentioned in the Legends trading community just a couple of days ago. Gala did have a hack, okay, of about 600 tokens. There's the fundamental part of Gala, which is disturbing. You get some issues with basically the project, the fundamentals. They suddenly had a hack of 600 million tokens, and we got an epic drop of about 20%. So this is the thing about, it's about 15%. This is the issue about these. Gala it's an up and down. I like the project. It's one of the greatest gaming projects out there, but they've had some issues with the team, with hacks, and this is so obviously affecting the price, and it affects the technical analysis. However, we did get a drop. This was one of the altcoins that I mentioned on, for a good buy setup. Just a few days ago in the Legends trading community, we did get some people hopping on into that long trade down at the 4.1 cent level on Gala, making some pretty nice profits. And it was one of those altcoins. If you want daily updates, you got the Legends trading community, guys, because YouTube, I cannot keep up on YouTube. You get the deal, right? I cannot keep up. Great analysis. Looking forward for the pump. Right. Meme Nexus, thank you very much for that kind comment. Ethereum. Let's take a look at Ethereum, guys. I think it does make sense to take a look at Ethereum. It does make sense to take a look at Ethereum right away, because Ethereum is the one that everybody's paying attention right now, with the possible speculation of the Ethereum ETF, which is going to happen, guys. No matter if it's denied today, in the next coming days, in the next coming weeks, it's going to happen. So it's a little bit of buy the rumor as well, okay? People do realize that it will be approved at some point this year, and you get the deal. Only that is a strong purpose to buy Ethereum, right? The Ethereum ETF. We're just testing the highs here from Tuesday, sorry. Just testing the highs. We really haven't got much. Let's take a look here at Ethereum, do a little bit of proper analysis based on levels. We do have a daily level all the way up here. Let's see if we do have a weekly level. But overall, it's bullish. There's no doubt that we're going to hit those highs here from March at $4,100. It's going to happen sooner or later. So looking for levels of resistance is it is a little bit random. You could get rejected slightly from them, but it's inevitable that we're going to hit those highs from March on Ethereum. So we will be looking for some longs. So let's talk about some support levels and resistance levels, just to realize where the price can get rejected or get a bounce. So we're going to talk about short and longs. We're just about to hit a weekly level right there. The weekly close and open that we did have here in March. Big zone. I think we could get a rejection. If we do have confluence with Fibonacci retracement, we're going to analyze that level right away. But yeah, I would stay very cautious in trying to short Ethereum based on the hype that there is around it, right? There is hype based on a weekly, on an ETF approval, and you get the deal. If you are going to try shorting this, you're probably going to get burnt. This could be a lot of people might think this is getting exhausted. This is an ascending wedge. Would stay extremely cautious here and trying to short Ethereum. This is when this goes, it goes. There is a little bit of hype around Ethereum. So we're going to talk about support levels, no doubt. We're just breaking through the 7/8 Fibonacci. We got the rejection here the last few days, and we're breaking through this weekly level on its own. I mean, it is a strong level. Yeah, it would be a good long opportunity if you get a solid breakout above the weekly level, okay? It would be good to get into a long position. I would be definitely cautious to try and short that weekly. I would rather look at it to flip as support. I wouldn't personally FOMO into a long position right now on Ethereum. I would not FOMO into a long. If you do get that solid breakout above the weekly, you close a nice solid 1 hourly candle, high volume. I want to see volume increasing now on the breakout. That you could definitely have a support flip on that weekly. Weekly levels are really good for either resistance and support if you do break it. So I would rather look for a breakout instead of speculating of we're going to reject from here and we're going to form a double top. It is very, very risky. No doubt that you're probably going to get a rejection from the weekly here, but I would be expecting this solid uptrend to continue, right? It's just going to be a quick rejection, bang, and then break through. Just based on the hype of the ETF, the momentum is just too strong to the upside. Shorts are more dangerous. You break through this weekly level on Ethereum, having a nice 30-minute, 1 hourly candle close above it. You're looking for that weekly level to maintain our support and get a bounce. That is highly likely. Highly likely that weekly level from March and April, right? The weekly close and open that is just about to get tested now. Breakthrough, flip it as support. Look for those highs, local highs to be tested. So yeah, this is likely going to break through. And what the game plan here is you break through, you retrace, you test the highs. That is your target zone. You could double top here. It could create a local double top and get a larger pullback, but it's going to flip as support if you get the solid breakout at least once. Then depending on the price action here, yeah, no, I'm not saying that this is going to hold forever and we're going to go to all-time highs. I'm looking for that internal day trade scalp, okay, to come and retest the highs of the breakout. That is what I would be looking at. Umbrella was one you mentioned a while back. Are you still bullish? Absolutely. I absolutely am here bullish on Umbrella. I know it looks weak. It's once Chainlink and the Oracle blockchain projects take off, this one got a devastating correction. I'm very, very bullish on this one, but I can tell you that this could probably do this. This could probably, go boring, go boring for the next coming days after the major pullback that we did have in between March and April. It's going to find a bottom, okay? It will find a bottom, just like we did here, And this bottom is going to be the last one. I can tell you that. It's going to be the last bottom before things go crazy into the end of the year and beginning of 2025, right? Still, it's going to be boring. It will find one bottom, right? But once it takes off, it's going to take off like a rocket. So yeah, no doubt it is boring, guys. This is the classic disbelief, right? Hope zone. And it's just it will take off, okay? It's just going to be a little bit boring potentially, like a lot of the altcoins. It happens. So I'm still bullish. It's a great project. Once oracles take off, because DeFi and oracles will have their moment. They will have their moment, but we just need to wait for their moment in the cycle. Will it be in December of 2024? Will it be in March of 2025? When will the proper altcoin season happen? Well, it should happen, in between late 2024 and Q1, Q2 of 2025. So we're in that range. It's a big range of 6 months, but it's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen. So Ethereum is up. Yes, it is. Bitcoin is following right now. Ethereum is leading the way. We got Ethereum getting the momentum to the upside. We getting Bitcoin also following the Ethereum. Ethereum's leading the way right now, no doubt. Ethereum is leading the way. Let me know, guys. Did you enter a long position based on the analysis and the risk management that we mentioned yesterday? Claim those lows beneath $69,000 and reclaim it again. Okay, you got 69,200, 69,100, 69,300. You got a little bit of time to take that decision long position based on yesterday's analysis. Who watched the live stream yesterday? Who got in the long position? Let me know right away in the comment section. You legends. I know Aditya did. He's a moderator. He understands the scenarios. He understands the technicals. Who got into this long position, baby? I know some of you did. Unless you're just watching and not taking action. If you're not taking action, well, hey, what can I say? What can I say? Peter, bullish. I did, says Vikrant. I did. I'm long from 69,001, says Momchill. I did, says Chatania. Hey, you guys are legends. That's what I want to see. I want to see this. I want you understanding the technical analysis, understanding the levels. My goodness, I'm in a schlong. I'm short and I'm long, and price is in the middle. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. Me, says Max. Absolutely, absolute legends. Absolute legends. Let's take a look at Polkadot right away for a crypto catch. Your view and legendary community it over the points. Let's take a look at Polkadot. What's going on with DOT? Very strong L1 project. This one, in my opinion, will reach its all-time highs. It's just gonna, and it's very far away. It would be almost a 10x from current price levels. Polkadot looks insane. For anybody that is willing to have Polkadot on their portfolio, this as an investment perspective, it's a great project. We've broken bear market structure levels. This has had an epic correction already. It's down at the 618 levels. If we are lucky, it might get to the 78. But as a DCA perspective, or a swing long low leverage position, right? A 2x leverage position, and be willing to add into the position very small amounts, looking for a 6-12 month of a swing long position. I think it's at the levels. It is at the zone. Okay. 618 is holding very, very nicely. We just got the epic corrective move. This is great zone, guys. This is going to bottom out at some point in this range, and it's going to do this. I can tell you that. I'm going to screenshot this. All right. It's either this or this. I'm going to screenshot this. Okay. And we'll be back. We'll be back in the next coming months, because this is what's going to happen, right? Keeping it simple. So as a DCA investment perspective, or a low leverage swing long position, and accept that the lows from April could be taken, that would be the epic zone. I'm going to set some alerts right there, because this would be the epic scenario. No doubt that we could form, and I personally do think that this is what is going to happen on Polkadot and a lot of the altcoins. There's a lot of altcoins that do have the December highs, and you're going to reach those highs and you come back down, and you're going to get the classic, oh my goodness, it's a head and shoulder, we're going lower, and we're going to break the neckline, and this is the end of it. And then you basically spring point, fake out the neckline low, and that is your best long opportunity or buying opportunity. I do see something like this similar happening on a lot of the altcoins, and it is in confluence with Elliott Wave theory, where a lot of them have formed 5-wave moves to the upside. You're still looking for a boring pump and dump sideways momentum for the next coming months, which is going to bring you the second and last opportunity to scoop up if you have not scooped up here during 2023, because once this goes, it's going to go and it's going to leave without you. Legends, thank you very much for joining today's live stream. Make sure to have a great day. Check out the links down below if you want to trade these altcoins that have been mentioned. You got Bybit, you got 𝗖𝗄𝘃, and Bluffing with no KYC. Check them out, legends. Thank you very much for joining, and I will see you in the next one.